As girls and women, we have been intricately designed to show God's beauty. There's something in our soul that aches to feel captivating. Growing up, my hair was wildly curly, and it's always something I fought with. I tamed it down with a straightening iron, and when it wouldn't grow, I got extensions. But when faced with chemo treatment after a cancer diagnosis, it's funny how much that natural hair means to you. The fear of losing it somehow threatens your identity.
Starting chemo treatment, is a big deal, and I knew I was going to lose all my hair. And so I ended up making a salon appointment. Today I'm getting my extensions out, and they are so grown out. They're probably like this long right now from my base of my head because of quarantine and lack of ability to go in. But I'm taking them out today, and I'm going back to my natural hair to get ready for chemo treatment. I wanted to feel good going into chemo treatment, which sounds so silly, and I felt kind of stupid going into the salon knowing just a few weeks later that my hair is all gonna fall out. But I went in and I go and see Trinity Bell, which she has done my hair for a while now, and she's at Do the Bang Thing, and I just love her. I went in and she goes, "Casey, we can do whatever you want. Let's do whatever you want that'll make you happy." And so we ended up we cut it, made it super blonde and just kind of fun. But then we get done with the appointment, and mind you, they just had opened up. They had been, she had to file for unemployment because obviously salons had been closed for so long. And I go in, and at the end of my appointment, she goes, "It's on me and it's on the salon." And I just cried because they didn't have to do that. She didn't have to do that. The salon didn't have to do that. But that's why humanity is so important. Realizing that at the end of the day, like, we're all people, and it just meant so much to me, like that they were willing to sacrifice like that for me. Just knowing that I had been going through a hard time, even though they had been going through a hard time.
Trying my first wig. Prepping for your hair to fall out is uncomfortable. Kind of weird.
Right now I'm headed to my first appointment with my chemo doctor, and so I might be getting an port today. I think that goes like right here. Maybe not, but I'll at least know what my treatment is going to be for the next couple weeks for chemo.
But being hit with bad news is way harder.
I had kind of a long day, but it wasn't a bad day. But I first went in and I had to get a shot in my upper booty that basically it blocks estrogen, and so that kind of helps to stop the spread of my type of cancer. And so I'm gonna have to do that every 4 weeks. And it was just kind of funny because when the guy was administering it, he goes, "All right, I'm gonna need you to give me a half moon, not a full moon, just a half." I was like, okay. So that was a little awkward, but we made it through. And then after that, I had to go get my blood drawn, getting so good at that. And then after that, I had to go pick up 3 different prescriptions of different medications I will be taking over the next couple weeks. And then after that, I had to do a test called a MUGA test. And so basically what that is that it tests the strength of my heart and how it pumps. And so apparently the chemo treatment that I'm going to be doing is really hard on your heart. And so they just want to make sure that I am good to go with that, and that they also have a baseline so that they can check how my heart's doing, midway through or whatever. Just chilling, waiting to get, radioactive material pumped into my body. Basically how they do that though is they pull out your blood, some blood, insert radioactive material into that blood, put that blood back inside you, which is a little alarming to me, but regardless. So then they do that, and then they basically put you into this machine. They hook you up to all of these electrodes, I haven't taken them off, so they're kind of all over my body. But and then those, you just stay in there for about 10 minutes. It's not bad, you just lay there. But then they just check how your heart is pumping, and they can kind of watch it. So I already got my results back from that, and my heart is good to go. So I start chemo on Friday.
There's a lot that goes into prepping for chemo, including a chest port surgery.
I got my port in, so there it is. This is all underneath my skin. And so there's 3 little things that kind of stick up that they can kind of feel, and then when I go to get my chemo, they'll just stick right in there, and so they know exactly where it goes.
But ready or not, eventually the day comes to start the journey.
Going to my first chemo treatment with my mom. I'm still swollen where they put the port in yesterday, and so she accidentally missed the port, so we had to do it twice, and I started crying. And so they put this curtain up so I could cry by myself, basically.
Cancer isn't a path anyone chooses to take, but it does give you perspective and offers a new view on life. There are good days during chemo.
Day 1 out of chemo, and we got the painting crew out here today. Heidi's scrubbing, my mom's working away, and I'm starting to paint. It's gonna look so much better.
But if I'm being honest, there are some really hard days.
It'll be my first day back at work, and so far it's going not very great, actually. I had a Zoom conference call, which was fine, but then just immediately after, I just felt like I got hit by a freight train and just got so sick, where it's just like so blurry and just like you just feel so sick. And I just like hope it doesn't continue like this, because it's gotta get better. It's gotta get better.
So I thought when I was done with my fertility, all of my fertility appointments, that I would be done with all of my shots in my belly, right? But nope, the joke was on me. Guess what I have to do? 7 days after I do my chemo, for these first 4 rounds, I have to give myself these shots in the belly for 7 days, again, to up my white blood cell count. So, good thing I've had so much practice along the way.
I feel like I'm getting all of the side effects. Really severe nausea. I haven't thrown up yet, thankfully, but just I feel like it's everything I can do to just make it stop. And oh my goodness, and I think I'm getting mouth sores. That's also another side effect. Man, this is rough. So I think I have the weirdest shot technique ever now, and I don't know why, but this helps. But I literally poke myself a few times, and so I know it kind of like hurts, but I can take it. And then I poke it all the way in, and that's how I do it every day now. And it like actually works.
And resting becomes some of the best medicine.
I just woke up, but today I am my bones hurt. All the way down my neck, into my back, and now it's like today I woke up and my femurs hurt now. But this shot Zarzio that I have to give myself for 7 days after I take my chemo treatment, it pulls white blood cells from your bone marrow, and so it makes your bones really achy. I'm here because I'm at urgent care because I had chest heaviness, and then I went on a walk and I had this weird jaw flare up, like kind of weird pain.
So I looked it up and it said it could be a sign of that I'm having a heart attack. So called the doctors, they referred me to ER nurses. The ER nurses referred me to urgent care. So now I am here, waiting and seeing what they think is going on.
Today I got the chance to talk to my oncologist, Dr. Lala Cornelius, and I just love her so much. She's just the best. She's keeping me safe and also fixes all of my problems, so I owe her a lot. We talked today primarily about my head. I've had this sensation of just where it feels really like the pressure is building. She is concerned, and so she wants me to come in for a brain MRI, which I think is crazy. Yeah, apparently, they're worried about having a brain aneurysm or something like that, and I'm just holy moly, what is going on here? I have cancer, and then all of a sudden it's now we're worried about this potentially having a brain aneurysm. What?
But there are silver linings to every story.
There you go.
Gosh, I gotta look.
And you're going through treatment for what type of cancer?
Breast cancer.
Okay, that's what I went through.
Yeah.
So I went through and I just had my anniversary on Thursday.
Thursday?
So, this past Thursday, so 28 years out now. And I recovered from advanced stage metastatic breast cancer.
Today is the last day I'm going to have my hair. It's been falling out all day long. My dad made a joke tonight and he's like, you should just go drive down the street in a convertible and maybe it'll all fall out. And I'm like, yeah, I probably would. I'm doing my hair today for the last time before I buzz it. And it's honestly, it's a little overwhelming. It's just I can't even hardly brush my hair or hold my hair or do anything without it falling out at this point. So I just wanted to kind of show you, what it looks like. So this is just hair that's come out already, and it's coming out really, really fast. And it sucks. It sucks. It's not fun. I'm trying to make it through this. But as you can tell, I can literally just pull it and it's just more and more. It's literally everywhere. And it was just the realization that when everything is kind of stripped from you, what do you look like? What do people see when everything that's vein, any hair, any, anything like that, what do they see when they look at you? And pretty soon I'm gonna find out. And I just really hope that I can show power, that I can show grace, that I can show beauty, even while walking through this and having all of these things kind of just stripped away from me, and these things to hide behind stripped. This is just one more thing. And man, I hope I can show God through all of this, because I don't really know any other reason that I'm having to walk through this. When you're losing all your hair tonight, you go all out and have a party. So this is our no hair, don't care party. And back there is where I'm going to sit in front of that little mirror and get my head shaved. Goodbye, hair. I'll miss you.
Is everyone ready?
Yeah!
Woo! Oh yeah. We got a little group of people here. Oh, kind of fun.
And Heidi's gonna get the clippers, and we're gonna go for it.
Oh, I feel like I'm just gonna cry.
They're big ones.
Tell me when.
Maybe there's more than what we've been told. Maybe the lines aren't set in stone.
Some of my symptoms that I've had, like especially the head stuff, like I feel like that all kind of like went away. And so thank you guys for praying for me and just like checking in and just like all of it. Like, it's meant a lot to me. And just like that, you guys' support. There is something so powerful in transforming moments meant to break you into moments to celebrate. When we face our biggest anxieties head on, our stories are no longer dictated by our fears, but instead by our strength.
Here is my head. Look at it. Oh, I look like an alien.
What if beauty was never about the hair? What if our beauty comes from how we sacrifice for each other? Maybe beauty is in how we pray for each other. What if beauty is shown best in the relationships that we steward? In how we make each other laugh.
This is Max, the inflatable husband. He's got beautiful blue eyes, a nice little smile.
And she said he has a lot of love to give and a lot of
He's
care.
got some chest hair.
What if beauty is in how we use our experiences to help others?
So I feel good about what I do, and I hope that I'm now, continuing to be kept on the planet so that I can continue to help more people.
I was thankful to find you, so that's like why I don't know, coming here and then like having you tell me that, God, this is gonna make me cry, but like that made me feel better, honestly. Like,
Good.
made me feel better that you've been through it and you know.
And I got a lot of years behind me.
Yes.
And that's
So while we're waiting for you.
Maybe it's about how we show up for each other in hard times.
Here we go.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Maybe beauty is celebrating all of the incredible things life gives us, even amidst the most challenging days.
But I'm really excited. I get to meet my baby today. And you get to kick cancer's ass today.
And maybe, just maybe, beauty is in our vulnerability, our strength to show up completely raw and share a story so that the next person might feel permission to say, me too. So if you need a reminder, you really are beautiful in all of your forms, even if you look like an alien.
You're so beautiful.
Paint the picture that you're my